Hello and welcome to another video. Today, we have another sewing project. So basically, let's start off. My grandma got me these lovely pair of overalls. The only problem is that they have Sharpie drawings on them. And yes, they are cute, but they are... I don't really like them. not gonna lie or anything. So I have come up with the idea to design patches and iron them all over these overalls, including covering the Sharpies. So I have my design. I probably went a little overboard with this, since I have like 3 back and front pages of iron-ons that I want to do, because I want to do the front and back of these overalls. I don't want to leave the back behind. So I'm going to do mushrooms. Let me just show you my grand design. So I have a book that lists many different mushrooms, types, and if they're edible or not. So I have not only the name of each mushroom, but also the colors needed. So as you can see, I have a lot of mushrooms. Because why not? And I also have, I believe it's this one right here. Yes. The front and the back, so you can lightly see all the X's, is where the iron-ons are going to be and which mushroom. So yeah. Now you're probably thinking, okay, I'm gonna hand do it, right? No. I have a embroidery machine. It's like the Brother S something SE625. So you can actually like use a USB or a flash drive and put designs from your computer into the machine and slap it on to your fabric. So now the tricky part was to find a usable like website to design what I want. And we found this, which is the Hatch Embroidery 3. Now, there is a free trial, 30 days, and then you can buy all of it. It's not just like a rent it every month to use it. So it is like $200 to fully buy it, I believe, or something like that. So I'm on a time crunch. 30 days, it's already been a few days. So my plan is to first draw everything that I have in my notebook into the computer using my Adobe Photoshop, since I'm used to that. I know what it is and we actually bought it. So I'm going to draw all these mushrooms with their colors, and then I'm just going to export it as, what do I normally export it as? Just a very common file, like PDF, PNG, something like that. Probably a PNG, since I don't want a background. And then I'll show you what I do for the embroidery, like, download, since it's kind of like an app in my computer. If I zoom in, no, I say hi to Ducky. So you can see it's right here. It's like a website. I clicked on it. So maybe it can tell me how many more days I have left. I have 24 days left of my trial right here. And then this, you can simply like pick which type of embroidery. I think I went with the C last time. Yeah, continue using. Which that one was... I cheated because it can just automatically... Here, I'll just show you whenever I'm there. But right now... Hi! Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So first, I have to draw all of these mushrooms in my computer and have them all as separate files, so I'll probably number these all off. And just have them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 26. That's how many there are going to be on my overalls. So I have 15 in the front and 11 in the back. Yep. So whenever I do the mushrooms, I'm debating on whether or not I should put the name of the mushroom on the overalls with the shrooms. And if so, how am I going to do that? If I'm going to make like a separate embroidery for all of them or paint it on it, because fabric paint. We'll just go with the flow, whatever I feel like it. Yeah. So now that you know what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be speeding this process up so you can see in action. Without further ado, let's go. Okay, so I have 15 of my mushrooms complete. I don't have all of them because I'll save that for another time. But basically, I have the other program open and ready. So I'll hit the new form. And this is where I have to like find my artwork. Nope, wrong thing. I keep forgetting that I have to come down here to the side panel. You can't see that. The side panel where it says insert artwork. I click that and I am able to find my artwork and insert it. So there it is. There are my mushrooms. And then I hit the auto design embroidery. And here you can see underneath right here, you can select the maximum or minimum amount of colors as well as details. This is, yeah, this is all the colors, I believe. Except for the white. I don't know where the white is. It's not a part of it. But it's fine, so I'll hit OK.
Is white ever a part of a mushroom?
It is, but not these ones. And then I'll hit the omit for the white, so I don't want that to show. And I hit OK. And it turns it into embroidery. Once I'm done, I can hit File and then Export Design. For each embroidery machine, it's probably going to have like different files you can save it as. But for this one, it is the PE, which one is it? I forget. It's the PES for mine. And then I'll hit, I'll say that it's room 1. And that's it. And that's how I do it. So I will do that for all my 15. And then I'll show you my next step. Okay, so after putting all 15 into the program and saving it, we now have to embroider it. So, what I have with me are 2 separate fabrics, because with embroidering, you need basically a backer fabric to help support it, you know, and whatnot. So, with embroidery, if that was on shirts, always have some kind of fabric behind it. I have just a tightening tool for my hoop, and I'm simply just going to slide this underneath. And since I have to make like a lot of patches, I'm going to try and keep these as close to the edge as humanly possible. And I'm going to press it. So with something to know about the flash drives, I kind of mentioned this. So there are a couple different ways that, okay, so whenever making something and then saving it as a file, it's kind of the same way as a flash drive. There are a couple different suggestions on how all your files are going to be saved on that flash drive. For embroidery, this embroidery machine, the Brother S3625, it reads fat something something. You know, you can Google that. So if it's not that, the machine won't even like register the flash drive, so it won't even open up whatever you have on it. So yeah, now I'm basically just cutting the fabric to the hoop. It's just like really sloppy, but it's fine because like it don't matter. I'm going to be cutting around the shrooms whenever it's done anyways. So yeah. Oops. Okay, so I have it snapped in, and I'm gonna plug my flash drive in. I'm gonna give this thing quite a few taps. There we go. Cancel. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let me show you what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, so this is basically the home page. You want to click this button right here. That will basically be your flash drive. It's the same symbol where you plug it in. And then since I only have one that's in the flash drive, I'll just click it. And then that was what I was afraid of. So the pattern is too big for this, which means I have to take this back into the the Hatch embroidery thing and physically shrink it and then resave it. So I will probably go ahead and do that to all of them, and I will be right back. Okay, so I finally got it to work, and this is what it looks like whenever you finally are able to select it. So I don't know what happened. I probably accidentally hit a button. I want to make this as big as possible. Perfect. And when you hear that double tap, that's whenever it's as big as it needs to be. You can move it, you can rotate it. I wouldn't recommend deleting it. And then this is cool. So you can like rotate it if you need to. This will show you basically the space. So you click it again, and it will show you how big it's gonna be. So that's cool. And this here is like a 4x4, so it will always be a little bit smaller than the actual frame because it doesn't want to like clip that. So then we'll hit OK, and then we'll hit the embroidery. And this here will show you all the colors you'll need and how long it will take. So it wants the outline first. So we will get this rolling. And then basically when you got your string in, the correct string up here, and you funneled it through into your needle, you'll put your foot down, and then this is the go button. You'll just hit that and it'll do its own thing.